Hey guys, and welcome back. We're here at OCTO, so we're gonna Orange County Transport Organization. It's all buses. So if you haven't been here yet, we'll check it out. So all split window buses. So we're gonna take a look at the front row first, and then which is all the nicer ones. Then we're gonna see some of the older ones as we go, and maybe I'll back up. Some of the older ones are along here, some of the barn doors and stuff, and the ones that are a little nicer. They call these the front row buses. Look at that, that's kind of cool. Under dash AC. Those are always kind of neat. You just old things that you don't see anywhere else. Yeah, this is a really cool bus too. I mean, it's not restored. Sometimes unrestored is kind of nicer than. It's pretty early. I don't know if that's a press bumper or not, but really nice double cab here. What's this? Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't know what that is. German double cab.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna do take a look at these two more here, and then we'll go see the rest of the front row. It looks like a tin top Westy, is it, or Sundial? I'll show you here. Sundial camper. There's Sundial was, where were they made? Was that the one that was made in Paris, California? I don't recall. I think they were a Hemet, something like that. So anyway, got a Sinclair oil. Not this one, logo. Let's go up to the middle again. Yes, we drove up today in the SO10, Special Model 10 Volkswagen. You ordered these from the factory or from the dealer, just like that. It's not a lift that's been added on or like that. It's actually an original Volkswagen, just like a Westphalia was. The SO Special Model SO10 or SO42. You've all heard of those. Westphalia, real popular. The SO23, that was a SO10. Just like there's a truck that's coming here that's, I forget what model, special model it was. There's a wide bed, and that's a special SO model as well. This one here is a double treasure chest. Look at that. See right through. Definitely really nice. Really, really nice. This guy has some really nice buses too as well. Hey. All right, man. So we got people coming in. So what was this? Is this a 60? Remember, you guys, I like to play with this now since Sean told me about it. Cumulus light or blue white? So 65 was blue white. So I'm going to say this one was blue white. It's got the little thing there. 64 and 5. Well, actually, weird. Oh, yeah, it has the it has the correct actual knob on there. The flasher knob that actually has the little insignia on it. On the dash. I don't know if you guys, let me get you guys up close, you can look at it.
They have them without this.
Right there.
Up to here.
So yeah, you can see that. This is a walkthrough. Really cool bus. 65 blue white. The later years was Cumulus, a little dirtier. It's just a little bit dirtier. Probably see one up ahead. That was Sean from Slow Ride, this guy right here. Slow Ride Garage was the one who told me about that. I didn't even know. Teaching you guys as I know as well. And sometimes I'm wrong, and you guys can correct me in the comments, of course. All right, cool. This is neat. This is a neat bus right here. All the beauty rings are there. Double door, 23 window. Original, wow. That's neat. European too. European bumpers. I don't think they would have imported one of these to America very often, if at all. Probably in Europe you see more of these. Let's take a look here. This is a cool bus. This is Larry from Deutschland Metalworking. Deutschland, he does restorations. If you ever need one. That's probably, I'm one of the best, turnkey. Bring it in, get it back from him. Done. I think one of the best ones. There's a lot of good ones. There's Skinner. There's Maury Hotzen. There's Sean with Slow Ride. Does an amazing job. It all depends on, their availabilities. A lot of times they're just busy. That's pretty cool. The full tent. I think somebody's reproducing those now. They do a pretty nice job with that. Oh, it's got a tent. It's a tent on a single cab. I didn't even notice that at first. This is neat here. Look at that. Look at the rust on that. That's like a Survivor, man. It's a Survivor. It's got some off-roadage going. Looks like this is a Shasta bus for sure. It's my guess. It's a different color combination. Another really cool patina ride here.
Yeah, we travel full. We've been in this bus for a couple of years. We live out of it. We sold our house. We built.
They're living in this one. The hippie. What does he have? So you guys can follow him. He's on Instagram. And they live in this.
Not here, but like.
You heard that in the background. Yeah, he's got off-road wheels, tires on there. Those are BFGs, if you're wondering. And we got the Fast Times bus down here. He usually takes this to buses on the pier tomorrow, and I won't be able to be there. I can't be in that many places at the same time. So that's why he brought it out for this event this weekend. This is Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Right from the movie. Special model. This is a special model 23 SO23 special model Sonderausführung. I believe that's how you say it. You German guys are gonna say no. But that's okay. I'll do my best. I don't speak German at all. This is cool. Look at that. Ambulance window divider. Barn door. Is it? Barn door? I think it is. Oh yeah. Yep, barn door. This is a cool bus right here. That is spectacular. Not a song I recognize, but We'll break it up a little bit, see if it helps. Getting a little further away from it now. I think Steven knows to turn it down a little bit now. Until I get done filming. Oh, check this out. Let's look what's in the back. That's cool. $200. Looks like a whole lot of fun. This is a really cool double cab right here. Really cool. So now, is this a later model, I believe? Let's look here. So this one is, no, it's a 65 too, huh? Or does it? No, I can't see the, it's hard to tell whether that's the, we'll see in the back. Has these, so it could be 66. Let's see. So that's got to be Cumulus white on the top. Let's see. Is it? So, do you guys see much difference? It's just a hair dirtier on the top, isn't it? Just a hair dirtier. Not much. And that one has the original mat in it and stuff like that, the floor mat, which is really amazing. This is our key guy. Yeah, this guy here, this is the key guy here. There's also Justin. If you look him up on the Samba, that's who I usually go through because I can send him a key code and he sends me a key in the mail. It's real convenient for me. And he's pretty cheap. A little cheaper, but you know, if you want it done right now, Gabriel does an excellent job and he's at the shows. Another cool bus here, Fire. Fire took this one out and they just left it, all the warped metal from the fire. See how it just warps it. All that heat. And just let it survive. Cool. Another one. Original paint. Looks like they had to work to get the other paint off, huh? And Shane's bus here. Barn door. Barn door safari bus. He won in San Diego at the Best Show, so it was pretty cool. Another barn door. It's another cool bus right here, guys. Lowered with Fuchs on it. Looks like original Fuchs. It's your barn door bus. Barn door in the back. The large barn door in the back is what makes them a barn door. So here's Swiss, I think. Left-hand cargo doors. I think it's right-hand or left-hand drive too, right? Let's see. Yeah, left-hand drive, left-hand cargo door. So it was used for beekeeping over there, and Doug saw it. Couldn't live without it. Brought it home. Oh, this is cool. Look at that, man. Is that a desert find or what? Cool. At least they didn't shoot it up so bad you can't fix it or can't drive it. God, it's so straight too, and they just shot holes in it. Wow. Look at this side. This wasn't in the sun. Like a desert find, desert burn. Was it in the California desert or the Arizona, New Mexico? Who knows? I don't know. Could be anywhere. Another nice one. Let's go look at the next row and check it out. Got good weather for filming right now. There's no sun, so it doesn't get those shadows in it. So kind of the true color comes out of stuff though a little bit when it's like this, kind of gloomy. Everything looks a little more gray. So hopefully the camera helps you see it the way I'm seeing it. That sure is a color there, isn't it? A lot of white. I painted mine bright white on the roof once too. A little single cab. Work in progress there. At least this is cool. Let's look at this. Oh yeah. Look at that. It looks like some original letters that were on it, kind of, but not. I don't know. It's hard to tell. What do you think? I don't know.
Support us, you know.
But it's really cool.
After talking, I realized I made a mistake, and I told him, I said, look, I said, all due respect.
So is this St. Mary?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, was it good, reliable way to do business with a Volkswagen back in the day? I don't know. Probably not. A lot of problems breaking down, getting to the job site. For sale? '65 camper, that is. You guys want to see inside? Kind of got whitewash cabinets. It's definitely different. And he's got wood in here. Looks like, is that like a whitewash on there? I think it is. I think that is like a whitewash. It's not like a natural. Looks like there's a white stain on that. You guys can comment about that if you want. So check this one out here. Okay, things that help the videos. Like button. That helps the video. You comments help the videos. Other things you can do are, of course, share the video. The longer it's running, helps the algorithm decide that it's a good video. It doesn't mean you have to watch it. It means the longer it's running. If you know what I mean. Oh, and subscriptions. I don't know, you know. I almost wonder, and I don't know if it would work or not, but if somebody unsubscribed on a terrible video and then subscribed on a video that they thought would do better, would it count as a new subscriber? I don't know. Interesting thought. But new subscriptions actually help a lot too. So if you're new to the channel, subscribe. It doesn't cost anything, of course. And and you can, if you don't want to get notifications of new videos, you can just turn off the bell. If you want to get notifications of new videos that come out, that's kind of cool. Sunroof bus. Wow, I think it is a legit sunroof bus too. Just roll with it. Looks original. This one here has been through a few things. Still driving. Look at that. Let's see, what year is it? Anything? It's an old press bumper bus. I say 58. Did they have the round top or flat? I think they were flat. Right? No brake light, but flat. I don't know. So maybe the deck lid was changed. Who knows? Maybe it's original. All right. Let's get the tent on this one. I like that. That's really cool. And then there's this guy here. They call this a snail. The new build, you know, the guy built it just recently, and the cab portion was the back portion was already cut off of the cab that he has, and was totally rusted out behind there. So it was a perfect candidate for this sort of thing. The cab was the only thing that was savable, and wasn't a single cab, it was a bus. So the back portion of it wasn't savable, so he decided to use this here. He decided to use it for a candidate for this setup here. So that's pretty neat. A lot of you guys are meeting me in the field here. We'll be talking to you guys as we go a little bit. I stop a lot of times and just talk to you guys. So yeah, it's pretty unique, and it gets down the road pretty good, I hear. You can look inside. He's got his little model over here. I guess that was the inspiration for it. Original interior inside. I mean, this thing is so cool because you got all the amenities in this thing, and you got a Volkswagen drivetrain. I think he put a 1914 in it, dual carbs, and it actually goes down the road pretty good. Surprising, because my bucket truck, even with the 1800, it does not go down the road that quickly. I was up to 65 for a while on the way over here, which is, I mean, 110 kilometers or 105. What's that? It reads a little bit, speedometer reads a little bit slow. You know, it reads a little bit fast. So at 100, it's actually doing 58 or something like that. So I don't know what speed I was going. So 110 I was doing on the speedometer, so hard to say. Probably about 65, I think. But she's screaming at that. That's about RPM limit there. I had it to 115 once, and that's when I blew the 40 horse the next time I drove it. 17 millimeter oil pump. Wasn't ready for those kind of RPMs. That was kind of what happened. The Stevens bus. Usually we'd see Steven and Stan, and no Stan. Stan passed away, if you didn't know. Just sudden. Just like went to work, from what I hear, and they found him at his desk. You know, that was it. So live your life, guys. Live your life. The best life you can live. Enjoy it. Treat people good. There's Eddie coming in. There he is. That's an original special model too, guys. That is original. Those were not added on or anything. That's called a wide bed. Special model SO Sonderausführung. Sonderausführung. Kind of a tough one to say. My German friends just blow it out like it's nothing. So he's gonna pull in front of me. We'll go over and see Eddie in a little while. Has a bus at the next show that I'm gonna film today. Is going to be the RVA show. If you haven't watched that, make sure you watch that one too. You guys that are from far away. The RVA is really a cool event. Rare vintage air. d'Elegance, and it's a lot of really nice cars at it. A lot of bugs, beetles, and stuff like that there. There's a lot of buses there as well. So, and he dropped the ambulance off over there. That's why he's here late. Dropped the ambulance off over there, Ubered home back to the shop, and picked up his whatever that is, wide bed. So I'll just film these as we're walking this way. And I'll catch there's still a couple more rows, guys. So yeah. Be sure to watch the RVA event. It's pretty cool. The venue on that's pretty neat because it's like in a little, like a kind of a German, little German town thing in Huntington Beach. So yeah, it's at a German town there. It's pretty neat. They sell an engine. Swap meet stuff's pretty cool here. A lot going on there. If it's ever come to this, make sure you bring some cash and something to bring some stuff home with, because you're going to find some good deals usually at the swap meets at the OCTO events. Orange County Transporter Organization. I guess years ago it was SOTO, right? And then SOTO Club kind of dissolved at some point. I don't know what happened. I don't know the whole history of that. And I got invited to be in it. I never did. And they were like, I guess back then there was only just a few of us with buses, and I was one of them. There was Discourse 10-Foot Doug. Everybody calls him 10-Foot Doug. He was in it. He had a bus back in the day. Charlie Hamill and his brother had Type 2s. And I don't know the others that were actually, those ones I know for sure. I believe Eric Copland was around, but I'm not sure. I don't know. It maybe came later. I'm not sure. And then he's the guy who runs this, organizes this thing. So it's really cool. Thank you, Eric, for keeping this thing alive, man. It's, it's a commitment, and it's a lot of work. But it's really cool to come together with everybody in buses somewhere. Sometimes I regret, man, I wish I would have went to the SOTO meets and joined up and whatever back in the day. But, I was busy with a lot of things going on right then. I was busy building a lot of cars at that point. Here's some swap meet stuff here. Let's take a look here. Wow. NOS quarter. Oh, Wolfsburg West. Definitely could have used that back in the day when I was building the bucket truck, couldn't I? Probably would have bought it. But if I waited for all those things to come around on deals like that, I would have never finished it. So it is what it is. Lapped a piece of metal in there and covered it with filler. Made it look good.
I'm available Sundays and Mondays.
There he is. You hear that comment? You guys see that comment? This is the guy. This is the guy. He's the comment. He always says available Sundays and Mondays. My buddy here. So we're gonna have him. I think I'm gonna have him. Bring him over on Sundays and Mondays at some point. We've been talking about it. Just got to figure out what I need help with. And I don't know. I want to do a video coming up, guys, of teaching somebody to weld for the first time, because I have a welder for that, and I really think that with that welder, that I think somebody who's never welded before could weld in about an hour with that one that's from Beaver that I have I did the bay window nose. So I think I could actually teach somebody in an hour without any prior knowledge of welding, how to weld with that welder, and they would probably be able to weld a lot of different things. So it's pretty easy to use, and it's very cheap. You know, it's a little bit of a commitment because you got to buy the welder and you got to buy the gas bottle. Where I live, you can find a used one and turn it in, but you got to be careful buying those used ones because a lot of times they're not owner tanks, they're rentals, and then you turn it back, you go to turn it in and get it filled with gas, and they're like, that's mine. They just take it from you. So anyway, that's the issue with doing that. You got to kind of know a little bit. There's a little name thing around the neck, and if it's got a name on there, or if it's a big bottle, most of the time they're not they're rentals. Like if it's a big bottle, you want the smaller, not too small, but about 4 feet tall, or 4 to 5 feet tall, and about 8 inches to 12 inches around. Nothing bigger than that. Otherwise, you'll get one that's a rental. The bus boys are here at large. So we've got all kinds of stuff going on. A lot of fun happening. You guys, you know, coming around and just looking at the swap meet portion is kind of cool. I see some neat stuff over here. Let's go look at the swap meet stuff for a second. I was looking over here. Look at this. Look at that. Original hubcaps. It's got original hubcaps there. And look at these press bumpers. Pretty cool.
I watch you on YouTube all the time, brother.
All right, man. He's watching YouTube.
Watch this guy on YouTube all the time. He's got great videos. Stovepipe from the OCTO VW.
All right,
Love
man.
this guy.
Thank you. Yeah, we're having fun. So a lot of guys are here today that watch the channel, and I'm really getting stopped a lot, which is fine. You know, it's okay to do that, and it's fun. So yeah, if you see me, don't be afraid to say hi or to stop, and I can always push stop and restart. So yeah, those are pretty neat. Nice and ratty looking. And it's really rare to find rears. Most of the time, remember, I tell you guys this, that's why you want to gear your bus up. They got rear-ended a lot. Rear-end damage was really common on a bus because they were going so slow uphill, and back in the day, people were kind of ready for that. And today, the younger folks just don't even know how to handle that. They just run into you. So having that gearing right, putting a bigger engine in, you know, that's why I'm talking about those bigger engines now. You know, if you want it to look old, you can do that. You don't want it to look original, but man, if you can put some cubic inches in it, or cubic centimeters, however you want to measure it, it's going to give you a lot more torque and give you more horsepower, and it doesn't cost much more to do. So even like the 40 horses, I'll just turn them into a 1600 inside, or 1800 or whatever, and they'll be a nice machine. Nice strong pulling. You can even put the 40 horse heads on it if you want, widen the intake manifold, you know, and get that torque you need to get up this little more freeway speed. Change those gears in the trans. We're going to be doing a video coming up pretty soon with Ventura. I've talked to Ventura, and I've had difficulty because he is so busy building transmissions. If I don't get one with Ventura, George and I are going to do one. George, my old boss, we're going to do a trans video so you guys can see what's inside the trans and stuff to look for inside there. And it's not for you guys to actually learn how to do it yourself, because you really need special tooling to do it. But it's nice to know what you're paying for. And I like Ventura, and one of the reasons, you know, there's a lot of trans builders out there. I usually use Ventura. But I like him because you know what you're getting. Another one that's you're always going to get a good trans from is Benco. He's a little more pricey than some of the others, but you get quality parts inside your trans. So, you know, with Ventura, you can choose what you want. If you want to go cheaper, you can choose to be cheaper, and you can get what you pay for and not be charged for one thing and get something else. Really nice double here. That is spectacular. Wow. Really nice.
That one over there on the door.
The Euro style on the bumpers.
It's not like I'm reselling it, you know?
Maybe it is a Euro, I don't know. Another nice one. Safari's open. I was talking to Izzy from Izzy Safaris. He's been around for a long time. Yeah. So Izzy's been around a long time, and he makes the Safari window. He's up in the Bay Area. He's probably here today. He's starting to come around down here more. He was doing a lot with his kids and stuff like that. I'm like, hey dude, that's the most important thing, you know. You gotta take care of your family, right? And he was down at the spring picnic, and I think he said he's coming here, but again, I haven't had a chance to walk the swap or anything to find him. Look at this. Wow. What a beautiful bus. Gorgeous. Look inside there.
Can't do that part. That's the only thing I won't do. Yeah, right? You guys want to hear a good story? I bought it from the guy from
Pretty cool. That's a nice one. 13 window too, deluxe. Look at this. Oh, drippers. Pretty cool. Oh, and he's got the 1500 on there still. That was it was an option, you know, up to, I think back to 62 or 3. You could get the 1500. And the early 1500s were just basically a 40 horse with big bore kit on them. You know, so it's not really incorrect to put a big bore kit on a 40 horse because it's similar to the 1500. You're kind of doing the same type of thing. But you can also do the 40 horse case and put a 69 millimeter crank, which would be even closer to what a 1500 was, and 85.5 jugs in it. But you have to open the case up, and you can make it look just like a 40 horse or 1500, and either way, and have a bit more power. I would go to the next stage up on that. I would go to the 88 thick walls, though, and then you end up with 88 thick walls. Man, you can't go really big a lot of times on those 40 horse cases because they're real thin, so you don't, you know. And you got 10 millimeter studs. So anyway, food for thought, you guys. Food for thought. Look at, we have here approaching rad TV. Look at the cap here.
Look at this cross-pollination, dude.
Yeah.
Nice to see you, Mike.
Yeah, hey, you're in the video, man.
What's up, bro?
I always love the people that go, these guys don't even drive this. This thing has been everywhere. This goes to Shasta. This goes to Utah. I mean, look at the tires right here. He drives this. He drives the wheels off of this thing. Takes it to Utah, camps in it, goes to buses by the bridge. I mean, Utah's a hike, you know, and he goes all the way out there. So yeah, a lot of these guys, like Hannah, you know, she hops in that bus, does the same thing. Hannah does it, and she goes all the way from Big Bear Lake and will drive all the way to like Utah to go to events and to go off-roading. I mean, yeah. So it's for everybody. It's not just guys. There's women that are totally into this, man. It's a black. Come back into the video. I'm usually pretty good at walking backwards and seeing who's around me, believe it or not. I gotta look for cars and people. So we got drone in. I didn't know you could even fly here because we're too close to the airport. Must be have to have pilot's clearance and all that for that. So anyway, maybe I'll get up in the basket, do a little filming up there. He brings this thing over. This is coming from the Bay Area. He's from, this guy comes up all the way from Napa, California, brings it up here. Brings it down all the way from Napa. He didn't drive it though. No, not yet. You gotta have the gearing right still in the training. Just gotta get this gearing better. That's a long drive in that thing. That thing's full of cameras and everything because you can't see much out of it. But it's pretty cool.
And my friend gave me the fourth one, so I had a whole set.
So look at this. That's beautiful right there. Yeah, that is cool. Dove blue. Faded to the nines. It's a press bumper. Full of holes, like they've had. How many mirrors did they have on that before they decided, well, that ain't gonna work? Wow. And look at, they had latches on here at some point. Probably didn't work. It's got a lot of stories on that. Really neat. Survivor. It's really cool. I love some of that stuff. And then, wow, look at this here. Another sunroof. Is that a real sunroof bus? No, I don't know. Yeah, you can tell. Look, see, it has the 23 window section. Unless they replaced that and did one hell of a job. That's an original sunroof bus. It's a camper. So check a look at that. What do you guys think about that? That is cool. Wow. Yeah, that's just neat. And he's got deluxe trim on there. I wonder if they came with that. We just added them. Trim rings. I think I should get some of those for mine. I gotta find somebody who repops the limerence ones, you know, the original looking ones. That looked kind of cool on the camper. Is that a what is camper kit? Oh, it looks like the one the guy from Florida makes. Or is it just the removable original ones? Wow, those are really cool. Some clamshell lights in there. Neat stuff. So we're just trying to figure out whether this is an original SO22 or not, or because it's a SO22 had the removable seats and it has the proper knobs in it. Kind of an interesting bus here. Just you find stuff, you come to this event and you could walk through it and you could just think you didn't see anything, and then the next time you walk back through again, you'll see something and go, I didn't even catch that. So anyway, yeah, this is cool. There is just a ton of cars. This is the fullest I've seen this event. In fact, some guys were saying it took a long time to get in today. I came in late. The hotel I stay at, because I just stay out in the hotel, guys, because it's just too far to drive that bucket truck in the early in the morning. So, because I do 3 events, and by the time I'm done with that, driving that thing home, it's just, you're too wore out. So I just stay out here. $100 a night, you know. Adds up when you don't have any income. So, or, you know, very little income from YouTube. This is, most of my income is from this. I'd probably make maybe $1,000 doing other stuff a month. So it's still a couple grand short every month. of what I need to make to live. So anyway, appreciate you guys watching, appreciate you guys liking. Make sure you subscribe. It does help. Those subscriptions, it just helps the algorithm see the video, and when it sees a lot of subscribes, it starts giving it love. For some, I have no idea why. When I did the bay window nose, a whole bunch of people subscribed to that video, and it took off because of that. So, and people were watching it longer than normal. So it's like I'm trying to make a better quality video. The show videos, I don't know how much better I can make them. Any suggestions, you can make comments on that. And Rad TV seems to get some pretty good ones that take off. And he does a lot of short clip stuff. But I like to show the whole show for you guys that aren't here, so you can really kind of see. Oh, that's cool. Nice bumper. It's got the story of the bus on that. Been through hell and still running. Let's say we got one more row. May film a little bit of swap meet stuff as we go. See how my battery's doing here. I did put a new battery in, and it doesn't seem to be that much better than the other one. Went to the 5,000 milliamp battery. See if I could get a little more out of this thing. Get another couple more years out of this device. This thing's pretty good. Look at that, another really nice one. Did I just film this earlier? Did they move it back here?
Yep. Oh well. Take care.
Swap, doing a little swap in here while he's here. Okay, flat 4 he's got on his. I really like the flat 4 products from Japan. They do an excellent job. Really make some good stuff. Real high quality. The issue is always for us is getting them here. It's expensive to get them shipped, or we have to order a lot of it, container load almost, to make it worth it. And a lot of places don't carry it, so it's kind of a drag, but they have really nice stuff. Total 80s throw it back here. Is that Hot VW's colors? I don't know. Back in the day? Can't remember. Little swap meter going. Showed you guys a few swap meets stuff going on. A lot of guys selling right now. There's a whole big area. I mean, this event is pretty darn full. Pretty darn full. Let's go on over to the end here of the show portion, and then we'll see what else, other stuff I can get. Maybe I can get some roll-ins or roll-outs, or I don't know how much of that I'm going to get in this video. Oh, another really nice one. Look at that. Beauty right there. Double cab with a tent. What do they call that? Can't remember right offhand right now, but all right. Let's say that looks really cool. Just, I think they had to scrape a lot of paint off to get to that color, but it looks like the work was worth it. Pretty neat. Another really nice bus. Man, that's a really nice one. Yeah, I mean, this place is loaded today. This is probably the fullest I've seen OCTO in a long time. I think right after COVID, or right during COVID when we could do it, or whenever that was, they got the event started again. I think we missed one, and then they got the permit for doing it. Everybody was supposed to be wearing masks and nobody did. Oh, a few people did, I think. That's cool. Barn door. Barn door right-hand drive. What a way to end. Look at that. Beetles leaving. Guys still coming in. We got buses coming in right now. And they can't even get in here because there's no room. Look. There's buses everywhere. And there's another event today. Crazy. So there's a bay window leaving. And a 23 window coming in. Look at that. I mean, same time. Bay window leaving. That's a 23 window coming in. Let's go look at the parking lot maybe a little bit on our way over. There's a turbo or something. Wow, look at this. My grandmother had one of these, 411 wagon. She hated it. She hated it. She had a 66 square back, blew the motor on it a couple times, and she took it in and they talked her into buying one of these new fancy ones that's better, and she hated it. She just is, she loved that 66 square back. Drove it so hard. I mean, I remember riding with her thinking that thing was fast. She just had her foot in it all the time. Still guys rolling in. They're full up. Unfortunately, I think they're gonna have to turn them down. I mean, there is a lot of buses here. Look at this. It's got exhaust system on it too. Actually, it's got dual quiet packs in the back. I don't know if I got that in the video, but pretty cool. This is a double slider right here, which is 67 double slider, I think, or I think it's a double. Oh, no, it's a single sliding door, or no, double slider. Really rare. Really rare. And again, this is the original. This is an original special model from Europe. European special model.
I like it.
That's the way they came.
Did Lynn come?
You know.
Alright, you guys, we'll go with this bus real quick again. Built this in a 3-month period while on chemo, okay, beating cancer, and it was to keep his mental attitude up. I mean, that is, your mental strength is just as much as your physical strength, and if you don't have that going on good, you're not going to heal. And this is what got him through that. From scrap metal to this. It's crazy in 3 months. It's got the welder out. Got out in the garage. I mean, that's what our channel is all about, man. Get out in the garage and make it happen. So here he is here with the first time he's got to see this thing in person. Came down all the way from Napa, so pretty cool.
Man, it's awesome.
Right, yeah.
Man, I followed this build from
All the way.
beginning all the way, man. I'm so glad I see you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sure
Pretty
are,
cool.
bro.
Wow.